Oh, hello there. Welcome to On the Spot. My name is Brian. It's good to see you. Welcome to the show. This is where we get together. We try every week, but sometimes we fail to get together on a weekly show to tell everybody about what's happening around the Comic Spot. We interview community members around the Comic Spot, and we answer any questions you might have. So welcome to the show. Next week, I have a ton of announcements. So you're gonna want to tune in next week because we have a lot of stuff that we're gonna be announcing. I'm super excited about, but I have to get things together. So just wait another week, and I'll have some announcements. But right now, it's way more fun than next week's announcements. We have a guest in the studio, so I'm gonna switch over to our shot here with everyone. Hey, look, everyone! It's Kat, it's Adara, it's the whole crew.
Hello. We're here. Kat, thank you for joining us. I do have an announcement.
Oh.
Yeah. I discovered Instagram Reels today. I'm here. I've arrived. I think I'm deeply late to the party, but they're pretty fun.
They're pretty fun.
That's my review.
Yeah. Do you dabble in Reels, Kat?
I may or may not have done that yesterday.
Okay.
I'm not totally clear.
All right. I love the fact that I feel like I'm the Gen Xer in the room because just make the eyes. Adara's like, sure. Because I do the TikTok, which I just called it the TikTok, which is why I'm older. But also like Reels. I'm super into Reels and stuff like that. Dennis is on here. He says, IG Reels are for people who want to see TikToks 3 months later. Well.
Maybe someday I'll download TikTok and be up on it. But seeing as I just arrived to the 3 month later party, I think I have to stay here for a while. Okay, in my defense, I get really bad eye strain, so I don't go on social media that much because it's designed to like make you look at it. Mm-hmm. And I look at my phone for more than 20 minutes at a time, and I get a headache. But today I decided to say screw it, and
A little dabble.
Yeah. And I didn't even know. I was like, I think this is the button on Instagram that gets me to the video. I didn't know what it was.
What I like is how you just described it. Is you had your phone and you're like, I think this is the button.
This is how. Okay. The text on my phone is so large because I have to look at it really far away. I looked at my grandpa's phone the other day and I was like, oh girl, we have the same text size and that man is 97.
Yeah. Mine is pretty big too. Like I don't.
This is how big mine is.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you could see.
Can you flash the camera?
Yeah.
Put it towards you a little, like
okay,
that direction.
This
a little.
way. Here.
Yeah.
These are the questions I'm about to ask Kat, but this is, you can read it from. So because I just cannot have anything close to my face or else it's like very painful.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Well, that's okay. All right, we're just gonna talk about all the things that ail us tonight and all the new things we're getting into.
I turned 30 last year, and it's a new era for me.
So what you told me earlier that you got on the Reels and instantly knew that you were into D&D.
Yeah.
Aren't you impressed that your phone figured that out like super fast and now just serves you up D&D videos?
Impressed is honestly the kindest term that you could use. I'm just like is neophyte a word? Do we know what that word means?
Neophyte? I'm not sure.
No, Kat, can you tell me what it means?
I'm fairly sure it's, along the lines of Luddite, like not interested in tech.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, so my brain sometimes tells me a word that is applicable to a situation even if I don't consciously know what the word means. And so my brain told me to say that I am a neophyte, but I don't actually. But I think you're right. That's why I want to use it.
I think we're having the same experience of this word.
Because you and I are both like, I know that you listen to a lot of audiobooks and I read a lot as a kid. And so I encountered words in context, but I never learned the actual definition of them.
I did also used to read.
I did also.
Well, you listen to audiobooks.
There was like, my mom would read to me up until 5th grade. Then I learned to read. And then I read to myself through college. And then I discovered audiobooks and never opened a book again. That's lies.
I don't want to. I have never read an audiobook. and I like the tactile feeling of having a book open. Is that weird? Is that
No, it's not weird. If I could trust myself to put it down,
yeah?
I might do it more.
Yeah.
But the issue is like sometimes you need to drive, do dishes, take a shower. None of these things can happen with a book.
I've sent so many 3 a.m. texts like, oh my God, I have to tell you what's happening. It's a banana. It's so wild. And my friends are like, you need to sleep. You need to put that book down.
By the way, before you move on with your interview, I know you're just getting ready to jump in. Dennis said, whoa, teleprompter size.
Excellent.
I listen to my body, and my body says the text needs to be big so I can read it from across the room.
This case I have behind me is actually a teleprompter. It's not just full of cash. It does look. It's a brand of something. But now I feel like I have to show it because
Open box number 25.
See,
That's not more information.
it's. That is true. But you use an iPad.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, that's
Isn't that cool? And then the camera goes behind it. You can't really see it, but it's
We can
true.
just use my phone. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's good. We're good. We're fine.
We can use my phone with its big text.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of my face
Okay.
out of the thing, and then the two of you can have a nice conversation. I'm gonna mute myself out, and let's see. I'll give you the countdown. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2.
Hi, Kat. Thank you for joining us today.
Hello, and thank you for having me.
Yeah. We are both in Bardic Improvisation this week. It is Thursday at 8 p.m.
Oh, the show is Thursday. Right now it's
Yes.
Monday.
Yeah. I'm so sorry if that was alarming to you. And your character in Bardic is the main character this week.
This is also true, yes.
Baleen. What can you tell us about Baleen?
Baleen, she came to me starting from the name, the last name. So I don't know why I was looking at something that had like flower names, and there's a flower called a beard tongue, and I was like, that's a funny name for a dwarf, like a Lord of the Rings type of dwarf. And then someone also, I was chatting with someone and they were like, oh, the first name could be Baleen, which is like the mouth bit of a whale. So I thought that name was funny, and I started with that. From there, I was like, well, we've established that there are bicycles in our world, which I can't believe I've forgotten the name of. Curbia.
Oh, Curbia.
Yeah. We've established that there's bicycles in Curbia, and I think that's hilarious. So I want to play that up. So she's going to be like a bike nerd, which is hard for me because I'm absolutely not. But it's improv, so I can just lie.
Yeah. You can just make up stuff because it's a fantasy world. That's
Yeah.
like the joy of it.
Absolutely.
Baleen is delightful to me because she cares about bikes really deeply and like can't really fathom that other people don't. And so we get into situations and shows when she is just like, I care about, it's like, it's just a beautiful conflict of personalities that we get to see.
Yeah, that's been really fun. It's really convenient to have a very clear preference for this character, for her to care deeply about one thing. It makes it really easy to know what to say. It's just something about bicycles.
A strong character choice. When did you start at the Comedy Spot and what got you into improv?
Okay. I may have started in 2022.
Yeah, I think we started around the same time at the end of 2022.
And honestly, what happened was, like, it's a bit of a story. I had to go somewhere and I didn't have any interesting clothes. And then I ordered Stitch Fix so that I would have interesting clothes should I ever go anywhere. And then I didn't have anywhere to go. So I looked for classes where I would see the same people repeatedly and do something fun. And improv came up as fitting that bill.
Oh my God.
So
Sorry, so it's not just that you wanted to go to a place where you would see, like, you're like, I go to a cafe, but no, I have to see those people again.
right, because you don't make friends if you just walk past someone.
Oh, okay, so you wanted to make friends. You didn't want to do, like, a runway every week, and you're like, but these
No.
motherfuckers need to know how stylish I am.
No, and also we should point out I don't always wear the nice clothes. That was the whole point. That's just, if it happens to happen.
You're pretty fashionable.
Oh, right now, yes. This is also from Stitch Fix. Sponsored by Stitch Fix.
That's so funny because you're good at improv. So you're like, I'm going to start this to like make friends and wear nice clothes. And then it's like, no, actually the thing you chose is something that you're like really good at.
There was like some historical precedent, which I had forgotten about. Like it's an unlocked memory that like we played some improv game and I'm like, oh shit, I did that in college.
Oh yeah.
There was a team called the Improvaholics that I lurked around sometimes.
Sorry, I'm not on camera. I'm off camera. This is Brian, who's the producer, and I swear everyone's been in an Improvaholics group at one point or another. It just seems like that's the name that comes up. Okay, I'm getting out of the interview. Have fun. Thank you.
It feels like you are like a kid like behind a tree watching a play and being like, that will be me someday.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, and it was. In your fancy clothes.
Yes, also that.
Okay, so you paint. You're a very good watercolor painter. You have to agree with my compliment.
I agree with your compliment.
You seemed hesitant. I thought that I could induce it. What is an easy thing to paint and what's a difficult thing to paint?
I guess the easiest thing to paint would be a smear. But,
okay.
I like sky for watercolor is because it's basically a smear. You just like blurp, blurp, unless you want it smooth, in which case that's actually really hard. But yeah, so I would recommend sort of sky with clouds and blotches, like artistically, and then like some like dark tree silhouettes in front, like all coniferous and pokey.
Yeah, and that's easy.
I find it to be, yes.
Okay. I don't know how to paint, so everything about painting is difficult to me. What's a difficult thing to paint?
Skin. I mean, like on a person.
You can paint skin pretty easily.
I'm not like doing like Necronomicon portraits or something like with skin leather. I don't know. It's just like
I wasn't
hard to get skin
worried about that, but now that you've entered it into the conversation, it is a thought in my brain.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay, so we talk about improv a lot. We talk about characters that we, like, if given the chance to play on stage. Like, if you let me play a person who is crying or drunk on stage, or, like, a baby, especially a baby judge, I will play those things. Do you feel like you have go-to characters that you play?
Well, unfortunately, myself is one of them. It's kind of cheating. Just someone who doesn't want anyone to be disagreeing. That's like a default behavior. And then I guess there's like a couple voices that I find fun because they're just like making my voice higher or lower or like more Valley Girl-ish.
Let's hear that Valley Girl.
Now that I've labeled it, I feel like I'm gonna get it wrong. It's easier when it's not labeled.
Okay, give me I was gonna say loose woman, but that actually has some meaning. Generic. Just give me your generic woman from an area.
Like, what do you want me to say?
Oh, that's very good. Like, what do you want me to say? Yeah,
and then this lower, higher, shriekier.
Yeah. We talk a lot about your school. Like, this is such a funny way to describe it. Because so in the format that we do, the Helix format, you tell true stories at the top of a show. And Kat has told stories that are so engaging that we've like stopped the show before and been like, no, we're just going to talk about the story that you're telling because are you okay talking about?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay. So you went to a Waldorf school. Can you tell us what a Waldorf school is?
So there was a man called Rudolf Steiner, and he had some ideas. He was in Germany. I don't know when he lived or died, but the lore is that he died the same year that TV was invented. If that helps anybody, I don't fucking know. So one of the things is you're encouraged not to allow your children to watch TV if they're at the Waldorf school. You're encouraged to wear.
Sorry. So it's because he didn't overlap with TV. They're like, he didn't know what it was, and so we can't allow this into our school.
Maybe.
Okay. It's very like loose, kind of flowy place.
Yeah, it's like if you picture a sort of a mashup of hippies and German peasants.
Okay. And that's the elementary school that you attended.
Yeah, actually, I attended like a Waldorf-related preschool.
Okay.
Then Waldorf kindergarten. Then I was with the same few people from 1st grade through 8th grade, all with the same teacher who was amazing, Mrs. Krikorian. And then in high school, that was during the brief era where that school also had a high school.
Whoa. Can you give us some example of classes that you took?
So like in grade school, there wasn't really options. It's just the class happens at you.
Yeah, but like you had like figure drawing or like.
Oh yeah, no. You want the weird ones.
Yeah.
So
that's you can feel me. I'm mining. This is me with a pickaxe.
In high school, the like standout ones that I remember are all art related. There was stone carving, metalworking, woodworking, landscape art.
Was that like topiaries? Like cutting like trimming hedges?
Not real. Well,
Okay.
It was kind of just anything you did with the landscape. We had like a big, beautiful campus. So like, I think someone made like a big spiral mound shape. Someone else did something. Whatever. Other people did things. I've forgotten. What I chose to do was get some like silver jewelry wire and beads and make a giant spider web and just sort of screw it into a tree. I had little springs so it wouldn't immediately shatter when the wind blew, but it did not last very long. But it was sort of sparkly.
Art could be ephemeral.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I got a poor grade on it because it was easy. And I happened to say in front of the teacher, like, I'm really pleased with myself for choosing something that's not hard at all.
And that influenced your grade?
I believe it did, yes.
I don't know. I feel like it was a beautiful spider web. So
It was, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So that's a super common elementary school experience, right? We all did
Yeah.
metalworking. That's so cool.
Made a little copper bowl.
That's awesome. Yeah. That sounds like a delightful. Anyway, so Kat sometimes tells stories about this place on stage, and we're like, that's the coolest thing that I've ever heard.
Thank you.
Okay, what's your favorite book?
Oh, no.
Pick a book that you like. Just list one. It doesn't have to be your top favorite. A book you enjoyed?
I've never heard of books. They're all gone.
Okay. If books had to fight movies, which one would win?
Books.
Books would win? Why would books win?
For me personally, books would win because I can function while listening to audiobooks.
Audiobooks.
And I can't function while watching movies.
Movies are more like engrossing in that kind of way.
Yeah.
How do you feel about sand?
Negative.
Yeah. Do you want to expand on that?
So I have a real horror of the feeling of dry powder on my skin.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, when in Waldorf in second grade, we were working with clay, like you do, and my hand started, like, the clay that got on my hand got a little bit dry, and I was like, no. So I went and washed my hands, and then came back with my damp hands to continue working with the clay, which meant the clay was all smushy and, like, melty on my hands. So then it was more on my hands, more powdery.
No.
I spent the whole class washing my hands.
Cursed.
And like walking back and forth. It was
Stuck in a loop.
Yeah.
I am not generally bothered by things touching my hands, but you saying dry powder, I was like, mm-mm. It's like when people talk, and I'm so sorry that I'm about to say this, it's like when people talk about like the feel of cotton balls. Like what you said made me think of that, and I was like,
Yeah, no, it's in the category of the smell of dust or the sensation of dust. It's that category for me.
I hate sand.
Yeah, fair.
It gets everywhere and it's rustly. I don't trust it. Brian, how do you feel about sand?
Brian here, producer. Heard but not seen. I don't mind sand, but I did write down something that I touched. This sounds so.
Tell us what you touched, Brian.
Well, let's talk about it. Finish the interview, and then we'll and then like cap it off, and then we'll talk. And then for those of you that just watch this as a video, you can go back and watch the live stream. Okay, Brian, producer, going silent again.
All I'm saying is I have slept in a beach house that had sand in the bed.
Oh,
and I was like, girl, never again. This is not it. This is not the way. This is not the vibe. And so I'm collecting people who hate sand, and I'm happy that you feel negative about it.
Excellent. Yeah.
I have a petition you can sign after this. It's change.org/. So you can go there and sign my petition.
I definitely know how to spell that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us today. We will be in Bardic Improvisation this Thursday at 8 p.m. You will be the main character. I will be the DM. It will be a hoot and hollering time. We will talk about bikes.
Yes. Is that...
That's it. Okay, cool. Perfect. Oh, you can hang out there for a second. We're gonna.
We will get explicit instructions when the transition is happening.
All right, good to know.
We're gonna talk. Here, let me bring up my video really quick. And my mic. There's my mic. Okay, all right. And there's a video. I just want to share some comments that people made.
Please.
During the interview. Let's see. It says, how do you pronounce that? Geek at RD. Let's go with that. They said, does she paint skin in her free time?
Not if I can avoid it.
Okay.
Well, now that we know that you don't like dry powder, it's actually like pretty cursed for you to paint skin. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, you know?
Yeah.
They also said that the school that you were describing kind of sound like the school from Matilda.
No.
But the Miss Honey vibe.
The Miss
not
Honey
the
vibes, yes.
trench
Oh,
ball.
yeah.
Yeah, Miss Honey vibes all the way.
Yeah.
And then I said that you... I'm going to share my own comment.
Classy.
I said that you went to Minecraft University since you did metalwork and
Yeah.
stonework and you did. I believe we planted plants. I was like, that's Minecraft. We've studied at the same school. It turns out.
Great.
Okay, sand. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with it wet. I'm okay with it on a beach. I don't want it anywhere in my house. I don't want to. I don't want to step on it in my car. I don't want nothing like that. Especially not in a bed. I would have cried and I would have slept someplace in a garden where there was regular dirt.
It's solid. Yeah, good choice.
Solid
In your
play.
ranking of things to sleep on, it's like bed, dirt, bed with sand.
Sand.
Because okay, sorry. Dirt is like so much of it. And so bed with sand is better for me because the ratio of bed to sand is better than the ratio of just dirt to dirt.
I think that if we're ranking it, I would actually rank a room with a spider above a bed with sand.
Yeah, really? Wow, that's terrible. That's scary. Okay, all right, good. Now we know. Oh, I also shared the link to your petition. Change.org slash
Good. Everybody sign it. We hate sand.
Okay, so we were in the car. Where were we going? I think, okay, so we went to the beach this weekend, and then we were driving away, and my wallet was in Mignon's glove compartment. Mm-hmm. And I went to go get it out, but I touched the surface of the glove compartment, and it had all this bumpy plastic on it, and I can't touch stuff like that.
No.
So I literally went like, I went, and I was like, what? I touched I can't, I gotta get,
It's like if you tried to touch a popcorn ceiling.
yeah, and you're like,
It's like and you're like, don't let that into my zone.
Or the
can't
bottom
do
of
it.
a plate on like a metal table, like
Oh,
a
yeah.
dusty metal table.
not good.
Like, don't do it.
I ordered this little case to hold all my all my charging cords and everything.
Yeah.
And I opened it up and touched it and went, nope, and I sent it back.
Hey, you are entitled to the tactile experience that you want. That's allowed.
Oh wait, try licking the popcorn ceiling. No.
Okay, whoever said that, get out.
Get out.
You're not allowed to sign the petition.
They already said they were too. They're like, I'm gonna follow that link.
Let me know what happens.
Yeah, anyways, certain things I can't touch. I just
No, I
it
get
can't
that.
happen.
I'm actually ready to not think about those anymore.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're wearing sunflower earrings.
Yes.
They're very nice. They're like woodcut.
Yes.
That's cool.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Did you make those?
No.
Okay.
No. The only thing I ever made in wood carving was a really chubby spoon. It was just
That's so cute.
it kind of looked like Kenny from South Park.
That's really cute. I also, I razz on your school because it sounds awesome, but I went to a school that was kind of influenced by Waldorf as well. We, dressed up a lot. I had, a buddy Like, so when I was in kindergarten, my buddy was in 6th grade, and she actually, like, babysat for me and my sibling until we went off to college. And, like, the whole school would gather every Friday for an hour and sing songs together. So, I get it. It was dope.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I was desperately sad when I had to graduate both 8th grade and high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would dress up. We would have a medieval day, and we would dress up. And my 3rd and 4th grade teacher, her class would always be the dungeon. So shout out to all those folks. It was a good time.
I just had a regular school where teachers didn't care. Actually, no, I had some great teachers.
That's
really,
good.
Yeah.
They're going to watch this and be like,
Yeah, jerk. I actually went back and sent thank you letters to a bunch of my teachers.
That's so funny. I did the same thing.
Did you
When I
really?
graduated high school, I sent letters to my elementary school teachers and was like, hey, like, you did a really good job.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Levias. Science teacher in junior high.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I texted my Waldorf teacher a couple years ago.
That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, teachers, they change your life.
The same person who's been commenting on here, I don't know what Geek at RD said, I had a crush on my classmates. I was also homeschooled.
Oh, no.
Hey, we homeschool kids, they're allowed to socialize. We don't know what the vibe is. It could be a home of a lot of kids.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Or they could be really good at self-love.
Oh, that's so sweet.
They were an only child. They love themselves.
Hey, that's the theme of frickin' today. You are allowed to love yourself, and you don't have to touch the things you don't want to touch.
I'm going to crush on myself all night tonight.
Don't say it that way.
No, it doesn't work like that.
I don't.
You just look in the mirror and you're like, you are such a cute... Look at this sweetie. Look at him.
But if it was me having a crush on myself, I'd be too anxious to talk to myself.
You just like look at the mirror like, hey.
I'd be like, what's going on? And I just walk to the other room.
Yeah.
I think we better film the shows happening this week segment.
let's
Is
do
that
it.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kat, if you
time
don't
is now.
mind, we're going to have you just sit out a frame over here, and we're going to film this segment really quick, and then we'll wrap it up after that. That's good. All right, and then
Spaceship noise.
perfect, nailed it. Okay, you ready to? And just everybody here, I'll go back really quick. Just for everybody at home, we shoot the show live, but then we take all the segments from the live show and we put them into little videos we can put out on social media. So we're gonna do that now. It doesn't mean that we're leaving or anything. Just hang out. By the way, your petitions have been signed.
Thank you.
They just updated us. All right, so let's go back to your camera, and I'll give you a countdown, and we're going to go over shows this week.
Great.
And 3, and 2.
Hi, everybody. It's another great week at the Sacramento Comedy Spot where we have shows going on every day except for Sundays when we all make jewelry together. So this Thursday at 8 p.m. we have Bardic Improvisation. I'm going to be in that. It is an improvised D&D show. It's very fun. Friday at 7:30 p.m. we have Masters of Rap Improv, which is an improvised rap show. And 9 p.m. on Friday we have You, the Musical, which is an improvised musical. On Saturday at 6 p.m. we have Improv Jam, so come see students and veterans do fun scenes together. And at 9 p.m. we have Anti-Cooperation League, our headlining show where the audience gets interviewed and the scenes are about you. On Wednesday, we have Helix Night, so come see some teams do improv. That's at 8 p.m. And Tuesday at 8 p.m., we have Open Mic Night. Join us on Discord. We have a fan Discord. It's very fun. You can win free tickets to shows there. You can follow us on Instagram at SatComedySpot and support us on Patreon, patreon.com/SatComedySpot.
Perfect. Nailed it.
Great.
One take. Look at that. I will say this.
What?
I forgot to actually use the slideshow during the thing. So it just said shows this week the entire time next to you. Luckily, I know how to edit. So
That's great.
I'll go back. And
I did see you not moving your fingies, and I was like, maybe it's automatic. I don't know.
No, I was sitting here going like, this is really good.
Thank you.
Doing a great job. You want to slide back in and we'll
Wrap it up?
wrap it up and everything? Yeah. Perfect. Let me just pull this open. So make sure that both of you are in frame, which you are, and good. I'll open up this. Oh, they didn't hear me say that, so my mic was off. Jeez. I was just saying that I forgot to run the slideshow while we were doing that, so I'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post.
Is it still off? No, it's on, right? No, right? But hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Thank you, though. Hopefully it's on. It's on. I think it's on. It's coming up on the thing. Maybe it's not.
Okay, so Brian said maybe it's not. So it's unclear if his mic is on or not, but if he has any important information to relay to you.
Test 1, 2. Oh, it's not on.
Okay, so Brian is realizing now his mic is not on. So you can see him ostensibly, but you can't hear him. Oh, he's saying he's giving me a raise? Oh my God, Brian.
Wow, that's so generous.
Much.
It's a huge amount of money.
Wow.
Test 1, 2. My mic's still not working.
Okay, yeah, so he's giving me a double raise. Everybody, we're celebrating. We're having fun. It's a good time. This is wild.
The raise actually doubles every 30 seconds of the mic not working.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Tech is happening.
It seems. Hello? Oh my gosh. It seems like every show we have problems.
Brian is lamenting our tech problems. It's okay. With my increased salary, then we will be able to solve these.
I'm just moving this mic out of the way. All right, well, then you have the responsibility of telling everybody thank you for watching and all that.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This will be up in clipped videos on our social media. Come out to see shows. Bardic Improvisation, again, Thursday at 8 p.m. This is the first week that Helix Teams will be around. It's new teams, super exciting. You get to see her on stage.
Geek at RD
Yes.
followed Bardic on Instagram.
Hey, thank you so much. Sign my petition against sand.
They did.
Yeah, good. We'll be able to deal with this. We'll put it in buckets.
An end to sand across the world.
Kat, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Kat. Thank you for being here. Goodbye, everybody. We'll let Brian out of his jail now.
Bye.